Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Pope Metallicus, and welcome back to another episode of Vets Talking Tunes. It's been a while. We had a whole bunch of stuff happen where or I got really busy, and then he was really busy, but we're back finally.
Yeah.
So, Adam, how's it going, man?
Dude, it's going great, man. I'm happy as hell the way everything's been happening. I just hope that YouTube doesn't mess around with us too much with the songs that we're covering right now. We knocked out a Tom McDonald song, a second one in about a week or so, and the other one is still sitting in dispute right now. YouTube won't let me play it. They're messing around. Hopefully you don't get hammered too hard with this one, but I'm looking forward to hearing this, man. I've been wanting to review this song. I love Jason Aldean. I love this song, and I love the fact that the Wokies out there managed to make this so much more popular than it actually originally was.
Yeah, I absolutely love that because, I'm not a huge country music fan. I'm very particular with it. Jason Aldean is one of the artists I do like quite a bit. And I hadn't heard this song. It just flew under my radar. I hadn't heard anything about it. Probably would still never have heard anything about it if it wasn't for, a bunch of woke tards making screaming noises on Twitter or X. Sorry. But, yeah, man. And it immediately blew up from something like 390,000 views prior to this whole controversy. And I think overnight it hit 1.5 million.
Yeah.
Great job there. Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep it up, Wokies. You're awesome.
And with that all being said here, let's get into the song. We have Jason Aldean's Try That in a Small Town. This is going to get fun.
Full screen. Go full screen.
Punch somebody on the sidewalk, carjacking old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you.
All right. What do we think of it so far, man?
I mean, it's the message is right on. It's amazing to me. I know we're apparently like somewhere in the video there's going to be some BLM footage, but he's showing everything. This is not a racial issue at all, what he's talking about here. He's just saying, go ahead and try this punk ass shit in a small town where we take care of our neighbors, we take care of our town, we love our town. Go ahead, try that shit here. It ain't gonna fucking happen. This is not a racial issue at all. And apparently he did have to, I don't know if it's really taken a knee, but apparently they did take the BLM footage out of there. But it's the racists in the media more than anything else who try to make this claim that anyone out there that he's saying causing violence or causing an issue, that's a racist thing. That's implying that those lefties out there, that's implying that they think that the only people who do that are black people, and that makes him racist. No, you are the racist for making that assumption.
Yeah, I love how they will literally make that jump to that conclusion right off the bat, and yet somehow we're the ones who are on the wrong side of that issue somehow. And I remember when all the stuff was happening in 2020 with the Summer of Love and all that, they started threatening to be like, oh yeah, we're going to come out and try that in the suburbs. And all the vets got really, really excited.
That don't happen.
We were like, ooh, yes.
we had down here at Lake of the Ozarks in one of the more quiet areas, the BLM organizers tried to get something going here, and most of it was locals, but there was obviously a few people. This is not a white neighborhood, right? Lake of the Ozarks, central rural Missouri is not a white area. There are a few black people here, but a few black people who showed up were very obviously some individuals from St. Louis, and they all had their thing on one side, and then a bunch of us veterans and whatnot. We were all in civilian clothing, but we had all of our gear ready to go in our vehicles in case things got bad. We were protecting the businesses that were across the street. And there was a couple of times where some of these black dudes, again, it's not a racist thing whatsoever. But these people who clearly are coming from the St. Louis area, who thought it was okay to go try to block traffic, every time they try to walk out there and try to like get in front of a car or something, the crowd went and grabbed them and pulled them back, because we're all standing there going, try it, dude. Try it.
Please do.
Everyone else is like, you don't want to try that here. Don't do it.
Yeah, it's like fucking around at a metal show. It's like, just don't. It's not going to go well.
Yeah. And it would be the same whether the person was white. It would be the same. It doesn't matter if the person was white, black, yellow, or whatever. Don't pull this shit. It's not a racist thing. Just don't fuck around in our town.
Yeah, you want to try to loot a store or whatever, be prepared to get shot out the door.
Yep. Absolutely.
Because that will happen every now and again. Like, I live a little bit away from DC, and occasionally somebody will try to mess around in like Northern Virginia or something like that, and they realize really fast that once you get to this side of the Blue Ridge, shit works a little different out here.
Yep. Sure it does.
The county sheriffs will be there in like an hour, so whatever is going to happen is over by then.
Yeah.
So but so far the music I really dig.
Yeah, I love it.
It's an interesting choice for a song like this, where it's more of a ballad than anything else, where it's very down paced, very slow tempo.
Yeah,
it's an interesting choice, but I think it works really well here.
Well, I think he's trying to make it more somber than anything else. I think that if it was more high tempo, like we were reviewing Tom McDonald, American Flags. I mean, that had a very big time military mess around and find out type of thing. This is more of a sad, like, this is what's happening to our country and shouldn't be happening, but just try that in a small town, see what happens. So it is an interesting choice, but it does. It brings an emotional connection to it, is what I think. And
it's kind of an interesting way for him to get the message he wants to get across, but let everyone know it's like, this is not what we want. We are not happy about this. This is sad. All right, but let's keep going, because I'm really digging this so far.
You to find out, I recommend you don't try that in a small town. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town full of good old boys, raised up right. If you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town.
I like that little bit there, especially the scene with that guy in the convenience store, because I remember that video where the guy got like brained with a freaking energy drink.
Yeah. Yeah,
I just thought that was entertaining as hell. That's one of those videos like you'll watch every now and again when you're having a bad day, because it just makes you chuckle.
Yeah.
Again, what he deserves.
And again, this is not a call to violence. This is not him saying I want to go beat up people in BLM or anything. Again, because they want to take the stand the racial route. This is the same thing. Like, come at me, bro. Come at me. Go ahead, take a swing, see what happens. It's defense. It is defending, which we have the right to defend ourselves, our property, and our homes, and our town. We are defending ourselves. We're not calling to violence. We're not saying I want to fight you. I'm saying you go ahead and try that here, and I will fight you.
It's like, this is a warning.
Yes.
Of do not do this. It will not go the way you think.
This is true.
But between that, and I don't know if they'll play it in this one, but there's a video of, I think it was the riots in Phoenix, Arizona, where this Antifa kid takes a beanbag round from a shotgun straight to the nuts.
Ooh.
And it's just one of those things I just find really entertaining.
I remember that.
It's one of those just like, oh, I feel bad about laughing for this, but I just can't help it.
But I can't feel bad because you're a dipshit asshole. You deserve it. If you are fucking around, if you're hurting people, you're causing violence, you're saying horrible, horrible things, calling people awful names like racist or fascist or anything like this, which we're not. Fuck you. You deserve to take a bang back to the nuts.
Fair enough. Like that's one of those like, well, you earned what you're about to get, so you know
Yeah.
I can only have so much sympathy here.
I have
Let's get
none.
back to it.
Try that in a small town. Round here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town. Try that in a small town. Try that in a small town.
And the other claims that they're trying to claim that makes us racist because apparently in that building, that's a court building in his old hometown, they managed to find that at some point in the hundreds of years of its existence, somebody was called to be executed and a black man was hung there.
Oh no,
And
I'm pretty sure almost every courthouse in America has a couple of bodies on it.
it's gonna happen, all right? It's happened all around the damn place. Just because you went back in time and you found one single incident where that happened. Pretty sure that's not why they picked that location.
And also,
Nice
I mean,
try,
I think
though.
he's from Georgia originally, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, Georgia was like the heart of the South back then. Like,
Yeah,
you
it
go far enough
happened.
back, you're gonna find a lot of shit like
Yeah,
that.
it happened. It wasn't a good thing that it happened, but it did.
And
You pick any single courthouse in there. There's probably been a lynching of a black person. There's probably lynchings of a bunch of white people too.
whole
It didn't
bunch of
just
Irish people like me.
exclusively kill black people.
Whole lot of Irish people like me, especially up north.
Oh well, that's
got
because
lynched back in the
that's
day.
just for fun, though.
I mean, true. Yeah, you know, we do kind of
Kidding. I'm just talking about hope.
But no, I mean, I hate this attitude with history that we have to like. Something bad happened here once. So we now need to feel bad about it. It's like, yes, that was fucked up. So we fixed it. So it can't work that way anymore.
Yeah.
And then if that doesn't work, well, we'll fix it again.
Yeah.
Like,
And what's happening now? What's happening now with all these riots, that's something that needs to be fixed. This is a problem. And guess what? Your attempts, your belief that you're doing it because there's systemic racism in the country, that is not going to fix it. And guess what? The racism that you think exists, one, it doesn't happen. It's not systemic racism. It's very fucking rare, but you're not going to get everybody to be anti-racist. It's never going to fucking happen. There are always going to be idiot bigots out there. Us around here, just because we're on the right side of the aisle, because we call ourselves conservatives, does not make us fucking racist. I am not racist in the slightest fucking bit. But I hate people like this who think that they need to go out there, cause riots, cause violence, hurt cops. And guess what? Ooh, there's another issue right there. I'm pretty sure all of you would hate us because you say that we beat on cops in January 6th. Well, I mean, what's the fucking difference? Do you like cops or do you hate them? Sorry, I think I went down a weird route what I just did right there, but
yeah, we'll run with it. Why not? I've said way worse shit on this channel. And way more incoherent stuff. But you know, it boggles the mind that like it's fine when we do it because we're on the right side of history. It's like there is no right side of history. Human history is just a long list of human beings being dicks to other human beings.
Yeah,
pretty much constantly throughout our entire history, with brief periods of time where you know things are actually pretty okay. Things like Rome and stuff like that. You know what? They did some pretty horrible shit, but as a whole, they kind of improved Europe forever.
Yep. Yeah, and guess what? Things aren't perfect right now, and they're not going to be perfect in the future either. You are never going to be in some sort of fucking utopia full of nothing but anti-racist. It's not going to happen. All right?
Yeah, it's like people are messy. Some people are assholes.
Human beings are flawed.
Some people are going to hate you just because you exist. That's just a thing.
But we're on the side here saying that we can still just sit down at a table and we can talk about things while you just want to scream insults and burn shit down. There's a big difference between those two sides. I don't want to say that we're the right ones here and you're wrong, but I'm pretty sure one has more of a constructive ending than the other.
Pretty much. And you know what? A whole lot less people get killed when the right has rallies and stuff like that. Like before I even lived in Virginia, I was down at Richmond in January 2020 for that demonstration, and nobody got hurt. I think 10 people got arrested, and you know, you're going to have that in a crowd of 22,000. Someone's going to do something dumb.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
But the coolest thing I noticed was that when we were all leaving, everyone was picking up their own trash, picking up other people's trash. We left the area cleaner than we found it.
Yeah,
and then went home.
Unlike these people, they can go to a Save the Earth rally and leave it nothing but trash behind. And then all the other stuff, when they have their little Antifa rallies, like what we saw in there, it just leaves nothing but burning, destruction, and bodies.
Yeah, which you know, I'm pretty sure adds to their carbon footprint. I'm not sure about that one, but
I would think that burning down Walgreens does increase the carbon footprint. Yeah, I think this is true.
We're not scientists, but you know, I think I might have an idea.
I think the science is out there.
Yeah, the truth is out there.
The truth is out there. That was fun though. Yeah, I really enjoyed that song. It does have a great message. It is not racist in any way, shape, or form. Anyone who tries to make that accusation, you're clearly an idiot. And trying to do that is just boosting the numbers more than anything else. So just keep it up.
Yeah, and you know, it's a fairly standard country song, nothing too special. I like the way they built that into the second verse, where he starts off very somber and very kind of slow pace, and then it kind of picks up after the first chorus, which I really dig, because it does fit that like kind of building, especially building pressure and stuff like that. That's kind of highlighting what people are feeling right now, where it's just like, this has to stop at some point.
Yep.
It's like sooner or later, the problem will get solved, and it may not be the way anyone likes.
Yeah. I mean, we're done with it. You see it all the time now over in Europe. There's so many videos out in Germany with these green stop oil protesters trying to block the roads, and people are done with it. They're just going out there. We get that awesome video of that really tough blonde haired German chick grabbing the other woman by her ponytail multiple times and literally dragging her by her hair across. And people are going out there and just pulling them. They're sick of it. They are sick and damn tired of it, man. And these people are gonna get run over. I saw the one, they almost got run over by a damn truck. And I'll tell you what's going to happen the same around here. I mean, more and more of these clashes are just going to keep on happening because people are sick and tired of this shit, and they better stop before people get hurt, before more people get hurt. We don't need violence. We do not need, especially on our side of the political aisle, we do not need anyone on our side to be causing violence. Defend yourself, yes, but only to the full extent of the law, because they are only looking for an excuse to call us terrorists. They want one single instant where somebody does the wrong thing, and then they can blame all of us. Don't let it happen. Be the cooler mind. Understand that they have a PSYOP campaign in progress. It is all against us right now. Let the political action take place. If we can get a President Trump back in office and they can deconstruct the FBI and everything else that we need, we can take our country back, but it's not going to happen by any of us on our side causing violence.
No, absolutely. It's one of those, you have to be the bigger person. Don't rise to the bait. And again, if they engage first, fight to win. But you know, if they're willing to let it be there, do not escalate it.
That's right.
Because that's the last thing anybody needs, because this is how things spiral into full-on armed conflicts. Is somebody gets a bottle thrown at their head, panics, or gets a little pissed off about it, shoots back. Now somebody's dead on the ground, and all of a sudden we have, well, basically the Boston Massacre.
Yeah.
And nobody liked how that ended.
No.
So be cool, but make yourself heard, basically.
Absolutely.
And the metalheads on my channel will all know, you know, this is not the first time these tactics have been used. They used to try to do this at metal shows all the time. And for some reason, the neo-Nazis still try to start shit at metal and punk shows. And I don't know why, because, yeah, those racist idiots you were mentioning, it's like an unspoken rule that you're allowed at our shows. as long as you behave and keep your mouth shut and basically don't draw attention to yourself.
Yeah.
And
don't be a racist. Just don't do racist shit.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is. It happened at multiple shows I've been to where the guy's like throwing Hitler salutes and shit in the pit. It's like the single worst place on earth to do that. It's like, well, buddy, you deserve what's about to come your way, and security ain't gonna do shit about it.
Yep.
And that's one thing I've always loved about the rock and metal guys, and also the conservative movements that I've been associated with, is we police our own.
Yep,
so that outside forces don't have a reason to come in and shut us down. Is we need to keep that standard of behavior very high,
100%.
Because everybody's out for our ass. So you have to be aware of it and not rise to the bait. And that's one thing I've loved with this song. Musically, it's fantastic. Lyrically, pretty well written. Nothing earth shattering here. Like pretty standard stuff. And that's one of the things I do like about country music is it is a more like kind of stripped down, blue collar music style where you're not out there trying to change the world with your lyrics. You're out there trying to get a song, put a song out there to either explain how you feel about something or just entertain people. And that's at the end of the day what it's all about. And you know what? A lot of country artists and rockers that I know or have been aware of, they kind of have that self-awareness of, I am not the most important thing of all time. I am not, some highbrow artist. I play guitar for a living. And they do it and they do it well. But with that all being said, what do you got coming up, man?
Oh, we always have our regular streams every single Thursday and Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern. We have Vets Talking with Knife Hands, our political show on Thursday, and Skinamax Saturday, every single Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern. And of course, we hopefully will be getting our Tom McDonald reviews out here pretty soon. If YouTube doesn't mess with me too much, also come back and when you check out Vets Talking Drop the Gene, you'll find me. I've got a lot of breaking news videos I've been putting out. Any single time there's some more obscure news out there that people don't usually hear a lot about, but it's still very important for people to know about. I've been dropping those, just really quick videos, and I've actually been really boosting up the quality and the content. I've got a lot of new gear, and I'm really putting a lot more effort into trying to make these some well-edited videos. So make sure you check out Vets Talk and see all that good fun stuff.
Absolutely. Like I know your North Korea video that you just did on that guy who defected. Like you were talking about like days before anybody else was.
Yeah. As soon as I heard that happen, I popped a video out as soon as I heard that, because I knew that was going to be some big news, and I had a feeling it was probably going to take a little while for people to start talking about it. But yeah, that guy's
figuring out what the hell is going on over here.
That idiot. I would not hold back, because that guy did to himself. He ran across and volunteered himself to be taken into.
That's one of those, you deserve everything that's about to happen to you.
Yep.
Just for being a moron.
Yep.
And with that all being said, you can find me here every Sunday for Rock and Roll Religion, where I believe tomorrow we're going to talk about some Unleash the Archers, the newer power metal band out of Canada that I absolutely adore. And with that all being said, I think next Thursday we're going to do the next episode of Random Fandom, which will be on Star Trek. So hopefully you'll join us all for that. I got a bunch of people interested in coming on for that show, so that'll be a great conversation. And probably one of the longer ones that goes like 3 hours. And with that all being said, take care, stay safe. I love you all. I'll catch you next time.